What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am your host and current current and longest reigning two-time WWE pay-per-view champion, Anthony, the Italian Ace, the Italian Stallion, whatever you want to call me, just call me champion. And I'm joined by my two good friends and co-hosts. Introduce yourself first, Tyler, because Tyler is able to talk right now. Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm absent, man. I'm doing a run in. It's great to be with you, gentlemen, to lay some smackdown on some people, at least the listeners, the viewers, and yeah, Christian was drinking, so I took my opportunity to talk. That's what it was.
Tyler is the bomb, man. He just met up with Lillian Garcia, man. So I think
that's awesome, dude.
Hey, awesome. I did. Hey, it's all credit to Waylon and him getting on there. It was just an honor to be a part. She's such a tremendous and down to earth lady, class act.
I would love to. Yeah, I mean, down to earth. Yeah, because she fell when she was walking down to the ring. Down to earth, close.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Well, I'll leave that to you.
I love Lillian Garcia. I just like to make fun of her because she fell. Hi, sir. Look at that sexy step below. Who is that?
My name is Christian, co-host of the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And he froze. He's having a tire experience.
Yeah, he's having some of my problems. What happened last time that happened to me? It's Uncle Howdy.
It's Uncle Howdy doing it. You're an asshole.
It's more Bray Wyatt's mind games.
Yeah. It's Uncle Howdy. It's Alexa Bliss says I'm in control, and then you just hear the laughing. Yeah, that is Christian.
Yeah, all the video.
He is the bomb.com. Yeah.
Did AEW get him this mixed up or something?
I don't know. I think AEW might have got him took advantage of his camera time. But that is Christian, and he is. I'm sure he's happy. Oh wait, we have another Christian.
He looks like he's thrilled.
Wow, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be fun. Let's go. Oh wait. Okay, what happened?
He disappeared. Oh, he's coming back.
He's back.
We love technology, boys.
That is awesome, my brother.
Never had this problem.
It's a love-hate.
I had it like one problem before, but sorry. My name is Christian Morales, co-host of the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Happy to be here with you boys. Happy to be here with Tyler. Haven't had the chance to speak with him in a really long time. So like he said, let's talk some SmackDown. Very excited. Good show.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Morales. You are the bomb. And we totally, just so you know, we hyped you up and we totally sold you to everybody listening and watching. So
nice.
We got
put you over, buddy.
Nice. I appreciate it.
See, Tyler, thank you, because that's exactly what I was trying to say. I didn't even fucking know the right word. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, sir.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Hey, even if it's once in a blue moon, since it is the blue brand, I'm here for you guys. So
moon, you saw me standing alone.
I know. Got to have a song, man. There's always something in life that relates to a song. I don't care if it's wrestling. It works.
It does work. And speaking of working, we got some work to do covering WWE Friday Night SmackDown live on January 6th, 2023 in Memphis, Tennessee, the home of Elvis, the home of the King, Jerry, chicken salad recipes. I mean, come on, the home of a lot of good things. So,
and then let me tell you that tastes good. By the way, I love some chicken salad. So props to Jerry Jarrett. Bruce Pritchard brings that up all the time.
Yeah, I'm a big. I like to listen to. I used to listen to Bruce Pritchard back when I had the time to sit and listen to the podcast. Although Jim Cornette, you guys, that's your man. So, I mean,
I do listen to Cornette. I hadn't had time to listen to him lately, but I'm sure Christian could vouch.
Yep, sure I've been listening. Of course, I'm a huge fan of him and Brian Lance, so it's always good to listen to those guys. And I just like listening. Yeah, I like pretty Cornette. Amazing. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, like I think he's awesome too in a way because he's, you know, what I'm saying. He's done it. He's been in the wrestling business. He can tell us from a point of view that some other podcasters like really can't. So I love Jim Cornette, man. I don't know why people hate on him.
I don't know either.
Go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead, sir.
No, I was just going to add it. You know, in a Wendy's burger. I mean, we know how Cornette loves the Wendy's. I mean, he gave that poor girl, a lashing. The video footage is out there. He could have promo on her. I felt bad for him.
Listen, he fucking caused the Montreal screw job, so
he did. Come on, is that more of Meltzer's reporting? That's not what I heard.
Let's move on to that bastard Dave Meltzer. How dare he?
Oh my God,
yeah, it didn't get to 5 1/4 or 6, whatever. Yeah,
I do not like Dave Meltzer. I'm so sorry. I know this is coming from a wrestling fan. A lot of wrestling fans like him. I don't. Yeah. Sorry, Dave Meltzer. I don't know you, and I don't like you. I don't care about your 5-star rating. You can take it and shove it. Moving on, top crowd. So
I know. I was.
Go ahead, sir.
I was just going to say, I know I'm supporting you guys, and come on, I must be boring you. I mean, every time I come in to chime in, everybody's like, they've got that stone face. Ann is smiling. Of course, you're showing me emotion, but come on, I'm trying to give you some one-liners here. Boy, I've got to get back into the game. It's actually me being rusty. I've got to get back.
I'm trying to figure out if you're giving me Jim Ross or Jerry Law. Normally, you're my Jim Ross, sir. So I don't know what's happening tonight. You're becoming Jerry Law, and I love it. I'm taking the one-liners, 100%.
I know. Hey, all I need is barbecue sauce, and I had some barbecue with dinner. True story. Yeah.
I'm gonna have some Southern Tyson chicken tenders after this with some spicy sweet barbecue sauce, man. Doing it up.
I'm digging it, and
sponsor.
Hey, credit Booker T. Yeah.
Booker T. Okay, so let's move on to the Bloodline starting Monday Night Raw. Although I would love to talk about barbecue sauce and
SmackDown.
Fuck SmackDown. We're gonna talk about barbecue sauce. Okay.
Yeah, forget about the blue brand.
No, because you said Monday Night. You said Monday Night Raw.
Oh my God, I can go fuck myself. This is why. See, Christian, thank you, sir. This is why. Tyler,
did you think it was the draft?
This is Tyler fist bump. Not Tyler, you're Tyler. Christian fist bump. Boom, Tyler. And I'll give you a fist bump too. Tyler, have to give me one too. I'll give you one too. This end though.
I was so slow. Yeah, I was so slow. I'm behind on things. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, we are talking about SmackDown, not Raw. Sorry, I think I'm just excited about Raw. So
forget about Raw.
Fuck Raw. This is the first SmackDown of 2023, and the Bloodline show up and they mess up the announce table. They destroy stuff on the table. And then Roman Reigns walks out with Paul Heyman. And Roman says, I'm going to give y'all what you want because I want to hear from the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn. Because, Roman's been a little upset. Sami, he's been getting a lot of attention. He lost the match against John Cena and Kevin Owens. He didn't make up for some stuff on Raw last week. But I don't know. It's time for a talk. So, Sami says, we are going to kick off 2023 the same way. This year belongs to the Bloodline. On Raw, we sent a message. We are now sending a message this year as well. Roman says, I don't care to talk about this year, though. I want to talk about last year. And last week, we had the biggest SmackDown match of the year. And what do you think happened? Some say we lost. But no, we don't. The tribal chief doesn't lose. I didn't lose. He lost. And he points to Sami. Roman says, my shoulders weren't on the mat. Sami's were. What's confusing is, why did you call your shot? Why did you guarantee a win? You didn't know you were going to do that. I do that. I guarantee wins because I always deliver. It's embarrassing when you fail to deliver something I don't do. Do you want to be the tribal chief? Are you trying to be like me? Do you want to be me, Sami? Roman screams, do you want to be like me? And then Kevin Owens walks out before anything else can happen. And things are going to be interesting there. Kevin says, before things go too far, I think you need to calm down. You got misdirected anger. Last time I saw you like this, I was the cause of your problem. Your problem isn't with Sami, it's with me. You got a KO problem, and it seems to me is to take care of this problem at the Royal Rumble. Roman says, I want you to disappear from WWE forever. He says, I'll leave. I'll see you at the Royal Rumble. And Sami, I'll see you when you get your balls back. So we are getting Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for a third time at the Royal Rumble. However, I'm not hating on it. Kevin Owens always delivers. Roman has been a great champion for the past, 2 years now. So
it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Here's what I want to ask you guys here. What do you think? Talk about the promo, and then what do you think would have happened if Kevin didn't come out and challenge Reigns? I mean, Reigns is getting in Sammy's face. Do you think Sammy is at this point ready to snap, or do you think it's going to take a bit more? And I'll throw it to Tyler since he hasn't been on for a while. What do you think of the promo? Are you excited for the match? And what would have happened if Kevin didn't come out?
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for the match. The promos are always great between Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, the whole bloodline dynamic. And I'm with you. I'm not hating Kevin Owens challenging Roman Reigns for the championship. I think it's going to be another great match. They have history. There's been the rivalry, and now they're revisiting it per se. And then you got Sami Zayn. I don't think he's going to snap just yet. I think they're doing a nice job of continuing to build a story arc, and I can't wait to see how Sammy's going to fare next week against Kevin Owens. I'm getting ahead of myself, but it kind of ties in to what we're discussing. So there's really not much to add. I mean, I was going to say, I'll throw it to you, the wise host and wise co-host, in the spirit of Paul Heyman. I acknowledge you all. We are the ones. And Sami Zayn, just bless his heart. I feel sorry for him, that, the Southerner in me. What did he ever do? He's just trying to emulate his hero, Roman Reigns, but apparently the tribal chief does not like that. So for Sammy, it's bad news, but I think it's going to take some more time.
Throwing it to our tribal chief. Well, I mean, I should be the tribal chief because I'm the fucking champ. But I'll let because we love Christian so much. Christian will be the tribal chief today. But I do want to say this quick before I throw it to you. Something I did notice is what's cool about this match is the first time Roman fought Kevin, it was kind of the beginning of his sort of reign, right? And now we're at a whole 2 years later. We got two new competitors. It's not the same Kevin Owens. It's not the same Roman. Tribal Chief Christian, what do you think, sir?
I think the bloodline is very much on the verge of turning on Sami Zayn. Because I always feel like, they throw little hints in there in their promos or in their backstage segments that, give us hints that Roman is going to turn on Sammy in the future. And like I said on previous SmackDown, I think it's going to happen at the Rumble. Because I don't think, like you mentioned before, I don't think we're going to get a Roman versus Sami Zayn match at Mania. I mostly think we're going to get like them teaming up to take on like the Usos or something like that. So I'm with Tyler. I don't think just yet anything's going to happen, but I definitely think soon. But the promo itself, another interesting promo. We love when the bloodline opens up SmackDown. I really do feel like SmackDown is their show. So that's always good to see. And I'm just excited to see Reigns and Roman at the Rumble. Because like you mentioned, they're two different competitors. They're not the same as they were the first time they went at it. I don't think Owens is going to get the win. But I'm curious to see what happens after that, because I truly don't think Owens is going to get the win. I do think it's going to lead to something else. But at WrestleMania, but that will involve the bloodline.
Yeah, I have a feeling like my gut is telling me that Sammy's going to end up helping Roman win at the Rumble, and that's still not going to be enough. They're still going to turn on him. I need that to happen. That will make me feel bad. If he fucks over his first time, go ahead, sir, and then it ends up Roman. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what's the great point you're bringing up? It's going to take more of the losses. Also, a great observation by Christian here. It's going to take him more of the screw-ups. I mean, that's why Roman called him out. And I like how, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here I go again. I better save that. All the bloodline segments are running together. That's my fault. Yeah. My goodness. They're so riveting. That's my excuse. I want to keep talking about it. Okay, I digress. I better move on.
I have to just do a quick shout out. I have a student named Giano. He is like in, I think, fourth, fifth, or sixth grade. And he's a big wrestling fan, okay? And every day before he leaves, not every day, but like, you know, if it's a Raw or a SmackDown, I'm like, yo, the Bloodline. So yes, I was like, yo, man, I was like, the Bloodline yesterday, man. They showed up. What are you thinking, brother? And he's like, day one. He a big. So represent to Giano out there. He's not listening or watching, but just, you know, represent to that brother because he is a Bloodline member to the end. Right, moving on to a whole sort of another Bloodline membership, even though it's not the actual Bloodline. Santos Escobar with Zelina Vega. Stopping my tracks for her. And Legado del Fantasma. He is going to be taking on current NXT Tag Team Champion Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods by his side. Let's go over some highlights here. Kofi hangs onto the apron and gets his legs. He's able to like basically do his Royal Rumble trick where he keeps his feet up like in like a handstand, and he gets his feet on the steps without falling to the mat. And he lands a flying cross body. Kofi nails a missile drop kick. And Kofi punches Santos, who lands on the steps. But Xavier Woods plays a trumpet, and Santos jumps off the steps in fear because he got nervous by the loud noise. Kofi nails a drop kick and hits an SOS, and he gets a 2. He jumps off the top, and he's met with a knee, and that gets another 2 count. The end comes after Kofi nails a boom drop, but Joaquin Wilde holds Kofi's leg. Santos nails a super kick and a phantom driver, and he gets a 3. Santos Escobar, man. Both of these guys are going to be in the Royal Rumble. The whole storyline of this match is pretty much can Santos fall off and like fall outside. I feel like was pretty much the whole thing here. But I'm a big Santos fan. I'm a big Zelina and Legado del Fantasma fan. Shout out to Zelina Vega, man. Shucky ducky quack quack. When she comes out, my heart just starts pumping, and I'm alive. But this is a very good match between these two. Christian, what did you think of this match?
I thought it was a good match. You know, we have 2 veterans. You know, we have a heel getting the win. So that's good. I feel like Triple H, you know, I feel like his booking, you know, ever since, you know, he's kind of been taken over, has involved either a distraction or an interference a lot. And it's usually at the end of the matches for the finish. So that's the only thing I would have to say about this match. But it's a meaningful win for Santos because Kofi stands out in WWE so much, not just by being a veteran, but for being so over with the crowd. I like what he's doing over at NXT. So that's kind of why we haven't seen too much of the New Day yet. You know, maybe it'll lead to a tag team match between these 2 teams for an NXT title match in the future. Who knows? But nothing too much about this match other than solid match between 2 vets.
Yes, sir. How about you? I agree. I mean, these 2 guys, and that's sorry, Tom. Santos has been doing it for a while. He just hasn't been in WWE for a while. Throwing it to you now, Tyler. Go ahead.
No, it's all good stuff, gentlemen. You know, what Christian brought up was a fantastic point. It's not going to hurt Kofi being the established guy. You know, it's sometimes how you lose and not always how you win the match. And I'm with you, man. The way distractions are being booked more in matches, that's that old school heat that is still relevant today. And I'm glad they're doing it. And I'm with you, Anthony. If I saw Zelina Vega, with all due respect, I'd be distracted too. So, and that's all I'm going to add before I get in trouble. But I'll tell you, a lot of athleticism. What can you say about the innovation of Kofi Kingston as I'm stuttering because of what I just said? And also Santos Escobar. I love that faction. Those guys could make a movie. I think they're in central casting for the Mexican Godfather. Let's see it.
Godfather. And then they end up being Ecuadorian. You're like, oh, shit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's something else. Yeah.
And then it being completely different ethnicity. Yeah, I mean, I was excited for this. I always appreciate the high flyers because they make everything look so easy. You just try to jump off a top rope, have your legs reach someone's fucking neck, and then be able to twist your body and like, you know, like that's not easy. Try doing it. Anyways.
No, it's very difficult.
we go backstage and Sami Zayn's trying to get inside Roman's locker room. Paul's like, I have to talk to Roman. Sammy's like, I'm not trying to be like Roman, I promise. And Paul's like, I still love you. Don't worry, everything's okay. Really nothing to talk about here. Just continuing mind games with Sammy. I think this is the whole point. They want to make him think that he's in trouble so that he's on his best behavior, in my opinion. We then see
I think so too.
Yeah, we see Liv Morgan backstage. Liv's like, I live for chaos. If I had it my way, I would enter the Women's Royal Rumble match at number 1. Watch me live and do it. So what do you guys think? Liv Morgan in the Royal Rumble match? I mean, really nothing to talk about here, but I mean, Liv's great. Do you think she's going to be number 1? Do you think she's going to beat Shawn Michaels and make it and win the Royal Rumble match?
No chance in hell.
No chance. That's like everyone's thought process of Vince McMahon leaving WWE. No chance in hell.
Yeah, it wasn't going to happen because Vince was going to find a way back. But, speaking of Liv Morgan, I've grown to like her. I've been critical of her title run, but she is talented, and I've really been happy for her, truthfully. But I can't help but agree. I'd love to disagree, but I don't see her coming in at number 1. And even if she does, I don't see her winning the Royal Rumble, especially with Charlotte back and everything else. I don't see it.
Well, let's talk about, we're going to get to Charlotte in a little bit. LA Knight is backstage. A lot of backstage promos tonight. LA says, I feel good because Bray Wyatt's plans fell to the wayside. All I need to do is beat up. He says, all I need to do is beat up the pieces that are left over from Bray Wyatt after last week. Everyone will say LA Knight's name. When the lights go down, Bray Wyatt's lights go out. So we've been talking a lot about this idea of his Uncle Howdy on Bray's side or not. Last week was interesting because we saw him actually attack Bray Wyatt.
Correct.
And really not much to talk about here. It's just LA Knight basically his promo for this match. Are you guys looking forward to this lights out match? I mean, I thought they've been doing a pretty good storyline heading into this, but knowing that Vince is back and he potentially, is taking over things, what do we think about this match, the lights out match? Sponsored by, or I'm sorry, not lights out, it's the Pitch Black match. Sorry, I'm thinking about AEW. The Pitch Black match, Mountain Dew. Yes. What do you guys think?
I'll just go ahead very briefly. I think, Vince McMahon, if he's back, we're going to see the maximum male models get involved. That's what's going to happen. No, hopefully not. I think, I hope it's interesting. I got to tell you, I love Bray Wyatt and I'm fascinated, but when does it become a little monotonous after a while? I mean, Uncle Howdy finally is changing up things, but thankfully, because if Bray didn't have him after that big return at Extreme Rules, I kind of share a lot of the sentiments out there. I have to go the other way. So I'm interested, curious to see what your guys' feelings are on this whole Bray Wyatt saga. And hey, I'm a big fan of LA Knight. The guy can talk. He's got the look. He's got the skill. Saw him before WWE and just knew this guy had it. So that's all I'm going to say about Mr. LA Knight. Yeah, there you go. I can't do it as good, but
yeah, I can.
Yeah. No, right. I thought
no, that was good.
We're finally seeing Bray Wyatt, compete in a match on TV for the first time since he's been back. So that's exciting. I don't know too much about the Pitch Black match. Sounds pretty, standard from the name Pitch Black, a match in the Pitch Black. I understand that, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. The only thing I will say is I will be very, very surprised if Bray Wyatt loses this match.
Yeah, I mean,
very surprised. And I also think we will see Uncle Howdy. And if we don't see Uncle Howdy before, because I mentioned this on SmackDown previously, the last episode we covered, it wouldn't make sense for us to see Uncle Howdy, to know who Uncle Howdy is before the Royal Rumble, because he's appeared 3 times now at this point. He appeared last night with Alexa Bliss. Maybe Alexa Bliss gets involved somehow at the Royal Rumble, but it should be interesting overall. Again, not too familiar with the Pitch Black match, so we'll see. It should be interesting.
I think what's going to end up happening is this. I mean, this is my crazy theory all along. I think that he's going to lose this match, because of Uncle Howdy and because of whoever else is in this group. If they're going to do Uncle Howdy versus Bray at Mania, Uncle Howdy has to cause chaos before that. And to get us to want to see that, we're gonna want. I mean, yeah, it's interesting to see Uncle Howdy versus Bray, but I want to have more reasons to see this match. He's a creepy character, 100%. But if they're gonna do that, I want to see a reason for it. But go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to be invested more in it. Hey, I like Bray Wyatt, what he's talking about, even if it doesn't make sense. Somehow there's a point to it. But I'm with you. Either excuse me, Alexa Bliss, Uncle Howdy. I don't care if it's the pig coming back. I mean, who knows? Yeah, all the puppets or Muppets, whatever you want to call them, the Little Shop of Horrors or whatever they're coming up in creative now. I'm on a ledge. Somebody help me out on making the tag. There we go.
I'm here. Let's talk about, speaking of tags. See, this is great. We have a mixed tag match. Emma and Madcap Moss. And I was excited for this one. Taking on Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Finally, we get to see the smoke show in action here in WWE. Emma sends Scarlett into the ring post and then nails a clothesline. Emma hits the Emma sandwich and gets a 2. Scarlett hits a very impressive bridging suplex and gets a 2 count. Emma nails a suplex throw and a low drop kick, but Karrion Kross pulls Emma off of Scarlett. Emma slaps Kross, and then Moss nails a right shoulder tackle to Kross. Scarlett trips up Moss, and then Scarlett sends Emma into the post and over the announce table. And then Kross gets the win for his team with a cross jacket, and Moss passes out. After the match, Scarlett then applies Rey Mysterio's mask onto the face of Madcap Moss, and then Karrion Kross takes out a tarot card with Rey Mysterio's face on it. I'll throw it to you, Christian. What are your thoughts on the match? And then it looks like this whole new thing is Rey Mysterio taking on Karrion Kross. Rey Mysterio's time is up. What do you think?
I thought this was just an easy win to put over a tag team that doesn't get featured on TV very much. Madcap Moss and Emma, we know they're together. We haven't seen them on TV much recently, so good to see them. Scarlett looked fine. In her TV debut match. WWE doesn't use her doesn't use her in that in-ring competition role, but she has been a wrestler for many years, so she does know how to wrestle. Moss barely did anything against Kross. They just kind of dominated the entire match. Yes, I do think this is going to set up some type of Kross versus Mysterio. We did see a couple weeks ago. Madcap Moss and Scarlett Karrion Kross and Scarlett go backstage to confront Rey Mysterio. So we'll see where that's going to lead. I think that's more exciting than this match personally, because I didn't think this match was a whole lot exciting at all. But it was okay.
I just was excited to see Scarlett, man. Woo! All right. Hello, sir. Tyler, go ahead.
The match was underwhelming. I have to agree with that statement. However, we didn't get a chance to see what all Scarlett could do. That I'm also in agreement with that. One thing I will notice, not just with Scarlett or Emma or even Karrion Kross, I'm glad it's Madcap Moss in some different kind of angles and feuds, because I think the potential is unlimited with him. Even going back to Corbin, even though that storyline was everybody was scratching their heads, eventually he was going to get somewhere where he produces, and I think this is his vehicle. I like it. I really got a lot of respect for Madcap, and I'm happy for him. So I'm coming at it, looking at it from that perspective.
Okay, Moss. I mean, he did good. Listen, Moss is doing pretty good for himself. He's a big dude. Respect. He also is dating Emma in real life too. So actual battle of the couples, really cool. So yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. Before we take a quick break, we see Sheamus and Drew McIntyre at a bar, and basically they're just saying that they're going to take down the Usos, the Banger Brothers. That sounds like a great fucking. Listen, I want to be a part of the Banger Brothers. I want to be known as a Banger Brother. That'd be pretty sick.
I I didn't know what they were going for there. That confused me. And I like those guys, but
it was weird. It's like them just partying at the bar. I mean, I get that's the thing that I kind of don't like is the stupid gimmick things. Like we know Drew and Sheamus, yeah, they're friends, but they're not going to be at a bar on Friday night right before they have a match. That you only do like gimmicky stuff for us, in my opinion.
They were wanting to meet Lawler. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. Our queen, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, comes out, and Charlotte says, "Do you miss your queen?" I was thinking paybacks. Well, just ask Rhonda. She knows what it is. Charlotte says, "I never thought I would hear thank you, Charlotte," because the fans were chanting that to her. Charlotte says, "I was gone for 8 months. And I was overwhelmed by your reaction when I won the SmackDown Women's Championship. Whether you like to cheer me or boo me or woo, been about passion, consistency, and dedication for what I do in this ring. I'm not complacent. I will demand more, and I will knock down anyone that stands in my way. I will rise to every occasion. And I've done that 14 times. Damn, she's been a 14-time champion since 2015. Holy shit. Sonya Deville comes out.
A lot of times.
A lot of times. And Sonya says, "Here's the thing. I see through your lies. You're bragging, but there should be an asterisk after 14. You beat a half-dead Ronda. Congrats. How would you fare against a fresh fighter? Put your title on the line now." And Charlotte accepts. When we come back, we're going to talk about the SmackDown Women's Championship, the tag team main event, Ricochet's in action against Top Dolla. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody. We are the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm still Ant, and those are still my co-hosts and friends. But for those of you who are, hopefully you're not just tuning in, but if you are, introduce yourselves again, friends.
Yeah, Tyler Peters, and I'm with these two wonderful people, Christian Morales and Ant, the Italian Stallion. No, it's not Rocky Balboa. It is Ant. And let's talk some SmackDown. I'm just having a great time. There's this very intelligent conversation, and it's definitely uncensored.
Rocky's never had a title like this, so.
Absolutely. My name is Christian. I'm back here again, joined by Tyler and Anthony. Excited continue to keep talking about SmackDown. I think it's a pretty good show so far.
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I mean, listen, if ratings aren't up for this, it's because Vince McMahon is back. So Charlotte Flair comes out, talks about being, winning the title 14 times. She's overwhelmed by everyone's happiness. She's playing a baby face. I want to talk about this match. I really didn't watch most of it, but something happened after that I think I've been thinking about all week. Okay, you guys might not have caught it, but I will explain it. Decent match. Charlotte nails a big boot. Sonya hits a running knee. I kind of fast forward through it, and Charlotte gets the win after her figure eight. But the moment I want to talk about is after the match, Charlotte pulls a Sable where she doesn't realize that she's a heel or a face, because if you pay attention, she pretty much grabs the title from the ref, and then she's like, thank you. So like she forgets that she's not, a good guy's not going to grab the fucking title from the ref. They're like, oh, thank you. And then so she grabs the fucking title, and she's like, thank you so much. I just thought that was fucking pretty epic and great. If you have a chance to go back and watch it, just because it was just one of those moments where she fucking knew, like, shit, am I a good
I need to. I didn't catch it.
Oh, it's fucking hysterical. If you go back, she just, and you can tell she's thinking it. She's like, oh, thank you. Like, she's like, really quick, thank you so much. Because, like, dude, like,
am I supposed to do this?
Oh, yeah, she's like, fuck, I just ruined my whole character right now. Like, she's a whole promo where she's like, I'm dead, I'm overwhelmed with all thing. And she fucking takes the fucking title from the ref, and thank you. Like, wow. Sorry. So, I'll throw it to you, Tyler. What do you think about the match and Charlotte Flair coming back being a babyface champion?
It's good that she went away, because it gives the fans and everybody time to miss her. It's that old adage in wrestling, and it works. And Charlotte Flair, say what you want to, she's got her detractors, the whole Bacon Lane show. I like them both, honestly. You can't deny their accomplishments. 14 times champion. Anthony just brought it up, and I love the Flair family. I've got a lot of respect for that lineage, and Charlotte's her own woman, and she's one of the best. I appreciate what Sonya was doing. It was part of the angle. but nobody saw her actually defeating the Queen. And a lot of people don't know I submit and bow down to the Queen. I've actually I'm not part of the kingdom. I'm a mere peasant in her kingdom.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's go back here. So, this is great because we're all sitting here. You submit to the Queen. What type of kinky submission stuff do you do with the Queen?
I don't do it. I don't do any of this. Andrade would know that. You would ask him, the husband. I don't mean it.
Get all nervous. If Charlotte,
but no,
I'm not trying to be with you. I'm just kidding.
Charlotte's wonderful though. I mean, we talk about her talent, her skill, and I was going to tease and go. It's one of the greatest. Yeah, one of the greatest moments. It was Charlotte being back, returned. I think this is a good babyface turn. She's been heel for so long, but Sonya Deville, love you, but you're just not going to win the match. I mean, we all knew, but it was a good opponent for her.
Tyler is getting fantasies of like wishing he was Sonya Deville getting put into the figure 8, submitting to Charlotte Flair. Intense.
I never think those things.
She's wonderful. Go ahead. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, she is wonderful. Go ahead, Christian.
I thought it was just a dominant win by Charlotte. Deville didn't come a chance to win this match. So it was short as the match should have, which if this match would have kept going longer, I would have just turned off the freaking TV. But I guess they're moved on from Charlotte having to deal with Rousey because she didn't even mention, if you notice, she didn't even mention anything about Ronda. So
all she said was that payback's a bitch, just ask Ronda.
Right. So she really didn't mention too much about Ronda. She didn't mention too much about the next challenger. So I'm not sure who her next challenger will be. And I think it's fair to say at this point she's going to hold that title until Mania.
I agree. I mean, Royal Rumble, I wish that they do take it seriously and make it like a serious challenger rather than just we're gonna fight Tegan Knox, like
have her make it a surprise like it should be.
Yeah,
give it prestige. Yeah, I like when championships attain to that and the competitors holding them. So I can't believe it. I'm agreeing again. Would you guys pay me or something?
Well, that's why it's gonna be so good. Like I said, when I beat y'all both at the Royal Rumble, because it'll be an actual storyline fueled great match. Speaking of a storyline,
you're not beating us.
It's gonna happen, man. Lacey Evans is giving her promo, and she's doing a Cobra Clutch, which is the former move of Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter. A lot of people are saying that he is going to come back to manage Lacey Evans. Good to see Lacey. There's really not to talk about, just speculation. But I mean, it'd be weird. Interesting to see Sergeant Slaughter because no offense, but like, if you see Sergeant Slaughter, I wouldn't. I mean, for the past, yeah, but like, I wouldn't want his advice now. Like, yeah, I'll get his advice, but like, he's not a threat. I don't want anybody or anything. I mean, granted, he's not supposed to be because he's a guy. He's not gonna fight the women, but I don't know. I just think it's a weird. I get it. She's in the army. Sergeant Slaughter, that was his whole gimmick, but it's almost like you're blonde, so you're gonna be Barbie. It's like give us more to the story. But I mean, what do you guys think of this? I guess we'll ask you guys quick.
Yeah, I feel bad for Lacey because WWE seems to the creative. I mean, I have to laugh. Come on, you can't do anything with Lacey Evans. I mean, she poured her heart out. What? And Sergeant Slaughter's got to rescue her. Now that Vince is back, I think there's real plans for Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans has been through a lot. I just want to see her succeed. She's got so much talent. It's incredible. I mean, I'm not doing it as a joke. It's just, can you please restart her so much? I even feel bad for her.
I'm thinking of that meme that's floating around where it's like the different costumes and it's like Lacey Evans. Like, what the fuck, man?
I know. First she's a sassy Southern belle. Now she's back to her military roots. She was, we were hearing her live story. I mean, what's going to happen?
She was with Ric Flair at one point. She was pregnant
with Flair.
I mean, come on, Lacey. Lacey's been through it all, and now she's hooking up with Sergeant Slaughter. What do you think, Christian?
I agree with both you gentlemen. I'm so freaking confused what they've been doing with Lacey Evans. She's been through so many gimmick changes since that she's been in and out.
Who knows?
Heel, baby face. It just keeps rotating. It's kind of all over the place. So with this gimmick that they're giving her now, if Slaughter does come, I just hope this is a gimmick where they can stick with, they can make something out of it. And I agree with Tyler. So much talent. They need to use her a little bit better. Absolutely.
Well, she also tried to flirt with Seth Rollins back in the day too. I mean, what is up, Lacey Evans flirting with everybody? God, relax, Lacey, chill. All right. We get our first Royal Rumble qualifying match. Ricochet taking on Top Dollar with Hit Row. Shock, I didn't watch this one either. Ricochet gets the win after nailing a shooting star press. However, most of the drama happens after the match. After Top Dollar, raises Ricochet's arm, and then Hit Row attack Ricochet viciously until Braun Strowman runs out and makes a save. I thought Braun was fighting Gunther. Why is he getting involved? I know he's friends with fucking Ricochet, but why is he getting involved here? What did you guys think? Was Ricochet the right guy against the Rumble? Obviously, yes. And
yes.
And Hit Row turning bad. What do you think, Christian?
Yes, it was. So I thought this was just a good match. Ricochet's moves always look so good. Ricochet, I don't think he has a legit chance of winning the Rumble. I mean, he's been such a mid-card guy for so long, and it sucks to say it, but because I think no, I'm gonna take that back. I just don't see what he could do in the main title scene. I wouldn't want to watch Ricochet in a main event match at any pay-per-view fighting Roman or whoever the champion is. I just wouldn't want to see it. But him going in the Rumble, gives him an opportunity. But I just don't think he has a legit chance. But I thought this was just a legit good match. Top Dollar needs some work for sure. But they shook hands after the match just for Top Dollar to beat him up. So I don't know what that was about, but I'm going to turn it over to you, Tyler, because I just don't think there was too much to say about this match.
There was not a lot to say about the match. Top Dollar, I'm proud of him because I'm trying to cut back on the pounds myself. So lost a lot of weight. I just, I'm trying to give him an opportunity when I watch him in the ring. Thank God Ricochet was a part of this. I'll tell you somebody who is the star of that faction, especially with Swerve being gone, is B-Fab. I think the upside to her is incredible. I think we're going to see a lot of the stardom out of that faction. If anybody needs to break out, it's going to be her. And she got involved. I really enjoyed the beatdown. Was probably the most entertaining, but there were some good, points in that match, like Christian pointed out, due to Ricochet. And hopefully Top Dollar does better. I can't ever say it hip or nothing, so I just call him Dollar, like the Dollar Tree. Sorry, folks.
Top Dollar.
I struggle. Yeah. Hey, somebody correct me. Help me out on my grammar.
No, you're saying it right. Top Dollar.
My lingo. Yeah. But no, there's not much to say, Anthony. You fast forwarded, didn't you, or was that the last match?
No. So there's two more situations that happen, two more segments. Well, a segment and then a match. Roman Reigns finally calls Sami Zayn into his room. And Sami's like, I'm not trying to be you. And if I gave you that impression, I'm sorry. Roman says, I don't accept your apology. I hold myself to a high standard. No one deserves to be spoken to like the way I spoke to you. I'm not accepting your apology because I should be the one apologizing. I'm sorry, Sami. And then Paul Heyman tells Sami that next week on SmackDown, he will fight Kevin Owens for a chance to redeem himself for Roman. We talked about this earlier on. We can talk about it again if you want. Sami has no chance in hell working with the Bloodline. They're definitely going to turn on him. Again, I think it would be much better if they fuck him over after he helps Roman win again, because then it's like you used him, you abused him, and now he has no.
It would mean a lot more because because like to your point, the betrayal would have more significance if he did actually help them get that major victory. And I'm interested, gentlemen, what's going to transpire between Owens and Sami Zayn next week. Well, this week on SmackDown. Listen, not next week. It's this week. Come on, Tyler, wake up.
Yeah, and speaking of this week, we also have on SmackDown the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther will finally defend against Braun Strowman. Going to be some good matches coming your way on SmackDown. Well, we're at our main event, guys. Oh, Christian, do you have anything to say about that? I mean,
no. I just pretty much just gave it to Tyler. I kind of just agree. There's just nothing.
Yeah, it's just the same crap, right? I mean, I'm excited. Not that it's the same crap, but really nothing different.
Just building up for Roman to turn on, because we don't see Roman. Roman's not the guy to be. Let me apologize. No, he's not taking this loss lightly. No.
That smile to the camera after he gave the hug. I mean, listen, he knows what he's doing.
Oh, that was epic. I just wanted the popcorn where the popcorn Sammy was having. What a bet!
Oh, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Watch the match. Yeah, and Paul Heyman's facial expressions. How great is that guy? He's been around so long.
Awesome, man. Paul Heyman's the shit, man. But Matt Bloom can go fuck himself because he's the guy who supposedly told Shawn Michaels about Mandy Rose's things. Fuck you! You're just mad A-Train because you didn't shave your back.
I didn't hear any of this. I knew she went on Tamron Hall, but I did not.
Yeah, well, supposedly Matt. It was on Facebook, and Facebook take it for what it is. Mm-hmm. But supposedly Matt Bloom was the guy who found out that she was making money off of the pictures and went to Shawn and was like, "Hey, I want to tell you about this. Mandy's doing this thing," and then Shawn was like, "We can't have her." But fuck you, A-Train and Tensai. You never worked. You weren't nobody special. You didn't do nothing in the business. He only contributed what? A joke? He was a joke. TNA. That's what he did. And then he was Albert. And then he was a joke with his body here. And then he became a joke as a weird Japanese guy who was there for what? 3 months maybe? I just don't like it when you try to hate on people's game. But that's for another time. I'm just still depressed about Mandy Rose being gone. It's okay. I'll get over it.
Well, she's doing well though. How many, millions? I mean, she's making so much money. I think that's what astounds people post WWE, her career.
Mm-hmm. She's doing good.
She'll go to AEW.
I hope. Come on, man. Go to AEW. Join.
She'll go to AEW. No question about it. No question. She'll go to AEW.
Well, we're at our main event. This one I'm not going to talk about for long because I didn't watch it. The tag team championships are on the line. The undisputed tag team champions, the Usos, with Santos Escobar defending against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, the Banger Brothers. And the Usos get the win after a roll-up and a distraction from Solo. This was touted as a very good tag match. But I think it was after the match we talked about it. Sammy gets excited. He drops all the popcorn on everybody. I've been there. I'm sure we've all had a moment where we got excited and shit fall off. But I guess, again, the Usos are just trying to prove their dominance and show that they are the best tag team in the pro wrestling world. What did you guys think about this main event?
I just felt like McIntyre and Sheamus, it's more of what we saw at War Games, Survivor Series, helping Owens. It's all goes along with the storyline, and it was a solid match, but it was kind of more of the same. Like you were saying, Anthony, it was about the superiority of the Usos and the whole bloodline, even though I've got nothing but respect for what Sheamus and Drew McIntyre have accomplished and done in WWE. I just feel like they're pawns right now, just bigger pawns, greater ones.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'm going to insert. Yeah.
And I do think that it's a little dangerous to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. The bloodline needs to be strong. But when you send every one of your wrestlers, every wrestler to beat them and they always lose, then what does that say about your wrestlers? That's just a little dangerous thing to me, in my opinion.
I could see your side of things there.
But anyways, what about you, Christian? What do you think, sir?
I just thought it was a good tag team title match with the Usos cheating to win like they do all the time. So I kind of knew that was going to happen. I didn't expect Drew and Sheamus to win the match. I'm glad they came close. When Drew hit that Claymore for the 2 count, I definitely, was out of my chair a little bit. But again, I knew damn well they weren't going to win. Build up the match. I like the way they've been building up this match. Crowd seemed very into it. So I expect some entertaining matches. We got 4 veterans here. So shout out to Sheamus and Drew because they've been kind of under the water recently, losing a bunch of matches. And like Tyler said, I respect everything Drew McIntyre and Sheamus has done. We know that they're really hard rivals, so it's kind of good to see them tag teaming for once. And
they've come a long way. Wasn't it like around this time last year they were fighting each other? And
right. And
they have.
And they've had some personal issues too. So happy to see these guys working along, getting along great.
Me too.
Yeah, I share those sentiments as well.
So let's talk about our last sentiments of the night. Good word. What, Tyler, I'll throw it to you first. What was your moment of the night from the first SmackDown of 2023?
Anything Bloodline, but as far as matches, I got to give it to the first one with Escobar and Kingston. There's something about Legado del Fantasma as a group too that just they engage me, as part of the audience, the viewer at home, and whether it's their vignettes or their matches, whatever storyline they're programmed in, I'm all about it. So it's kind of, they have a similarity to the Bloodline, maybe not on that kind of level, but it's getting there. I can see them at some point doing that. So I'm excited about that. That has to be a highlight. I don't know that I've got two. I think it's just got to be one right now. I'm going to narrow it down.
Okay, 100%, respect. I agree. That's into this Escobar match is bomb though. Christian, how about you, sir? What was your moment of the night?
Well, the moment of the night was finally seeing what was going to happen between Roman and Sammy. Just because the fact that Kevin Owens pinned Sami Zayn last week in their loss definitely was making me anxious all week to see what was happening. So I think just hearing from Roman his thoughts on the match, I just thought that was the moment of the night because, again, very, very excited I was very excited to see what he was going to say about the match.
Okay. For me, my match of the moment of the night was obviously Scarlett, man. I know that's a lot of people are gonna hate on me, but listen, okay, listen, this is uncensored. I'm gonna talk about it. I talk to so many people because I'm single, okay? And I get a text message from someone that says, giving and texting you, can you guess who it is? I have no fucking clue because I talk to every motherfucker. So I said, "LOL, I'm afraid I'm gonna guess wrong. Surprise me." And I get, "No, babe, take a risk. Get it wrong. I won't be offended." I'm not falling for that. I'm not guessing. I don't know who it is. Anyways, I'm sorry. No one needs to know that. I just thought that was why I was looking on my phone and smiling because it's very strange. Don't know what's going on. Yeah, for me, match of the night, Scarlett. Holy cannoli. She is the bomb.com. I'm going to answer my mom too, by the way, in the chat. That just shows you my humor and stupidity. I'm going to say, "Oh, is this my mom?" Saying, "Guess who it is." Anyways, that's a safe answer. I can't get it. Or it's my dad. Hi, Dad. All right. So, thank you guys for joining me again. Tyler, thank you for joining me. Christian, thank you for joining me.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
My pleasure, man. Thank you.
We are killing the year 2023 already. I'm so excited for what's to come. We got a huge night this upcoming SmackDown. Royal Rumble's on the way. We got a Raw recap coming your way, and a lot of fun stuff hitting up soon. We had actually, hopefully that'll be coming up soon. Fucking killing the game with that too. Yeah, so that's all. That's all I have to say for 2023. The first episode of SmackDown, we killed it. They killed it. WWE put on a good show. Vince, please don't kill the product. It's been doing pretty good, please. And that's what I have to say. I've talked a lot tonight. Christian and I did how many hours of this now? 2, 3, 4. We're killing it.
Yeah, we just killed Dynamite before we did this. I just did a whole. Make sure you guys check that out too. I just did the first ever AEW Dynamite of the year recap. So when that's out, check that out. Really good show. Happy with the way they started off AEW 2023, and I think AEW will have a tremendous 2023 if things go solid. as I hear rumors, I don't want to say too much about it right now, but if the rumors are all go good, I think AEW will take over 2023. So everyone go check out that recap when it drops. Very, very good stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go check it out. Trust me. You've already got me sold.
I don't know who these people are.
Okay, sorry, I'm sold too. I don't fucking know. I just said, is it my mom? And they go, you wish. No, it ain't. I hope it's not my mom. All right, goodbye, everybody. Be safe. Enjoy your rest of your week. We'll be back with some new episodes coming your way. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe, stay uncensored, man, and keep living the good life. Be safe, y'all. Bye. Yeah, bye. Peace. Peace, everybody.